Hey, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. So, I just wanted to start making these videos. I bought this sandrail, as you can see. It was 700 bucks. Um, it pretty much had everything in it. Transmission, engine, whole front end, um, pedals, shifter. Pretty much everything was in it. A few parts were pretty bad, to be honest, but I only got the thing for 700 bucks. Frame's in really good shape. Um, I have put a lot of work into it to get it to where it is right now. The paint is okay on it. I'm not really worried about the paint. It's going to be in the desert and the sand a lot. The paint will get chipped up, but um, that's all right. What I wanted to do was walk around, show a few things I've done to it. These videos, I'm going to start producing a line of them, just to show what I'm doing to this particular one. Find out suggestions about what I should do with it. And also, if I find out how to do something, I would like to post a video on how to work on one of these. There's not a whole lot of videos on working with the sandrails specifically. There's tons of videos of watching people romp in them and have fun in them, but there's not many videos of people actually working on them or showing you what they've done to theirs or actually fixing something. So we'll start at the best part so far, which is the back. Um, the engine itself was pretty bad when I got it. It started after I cleaned the carbs countless times. It would run idle. You could not get anything over an idle in it. The engine tins were pretty bad. They were rusted and cracked. The cooling fan was cracked. The belt pulley was put on wrong, so it was rubbing. None of the gauges I have were hooked up. The spark plug wires were pretty bad. The engine was just not too great of shape. I had to change the oil. It looked like it set for a long time. So after attempting to clean the carburetors, which I still have the old ones, I ended up buying new dual Kraton carbs. The reason I went with the Kratons is because they're a little easier to adjust, I think, in my personal opinion, because there's not a whole lot of adjustment on them. These ones I ordered straight from, these nice and shiny ones I ordered straight from Caddyshack. The guy there, Jeff, he was awesome. Really good job with these carburetors. This is a 1642. Now, and it has obviously the Stinger, no muffler or anything, just straight exhaust. And the first time I plugged these headers, or plugged these, bolt these carbs right up to it, the engine cranked over the first time, and the thing just sounded beautiful. So, he definitely, props to him. He definitely knows what he's doing with these things. I spoke to him on the phone. He gave me lots of good tips on how to tune it and what to look for. The engine, I think, is coming along pretty well. The spark plug wires, like I said, are brand new. The engine tin, I went with chrome just because I like the look of it. It's not the best for cooling, but the engine's completely open, so I don't have to worry about it as much as someone who is putting this engine inside of like a Beetle or a bus, because I have it open, so it gets a little bit better cooling. And plus I haven't seen any heat issues with it, so I'm not too worried about it. Those I'm going to replace. I don't like them. I have better ones, I just haven't gotten around doing it yet. I put new throttle linkage. The throttle linkage is much nicer, much more taut. It looks fantastic. Like I said, I changed the oil about 2 or 3 times to get all the bad oil out of it. The engine, as of now, runs very well. I don't have electronic points in it. That's something I plan to do. But the engine, it looks nice, and it definitely runs. Like, it definitely performs. So it's definitely up to my expectations at this point. The transmission I had to flush a few times as well. I replaced the transmission transmission mounts at the bottom It's one big piece of 1/4-inch steel. I bought this mount offline. I didn't make it. I'm not sure you can see that. That's not too bad of a view, I guess. But it's 1/4-inch. It definitely holds it way better than the other mounts. The other mounts were all cracked and worn. I also I replaced the front mount as well with a 1/4-inch mount, so it's solid mounted right now. I also added this strap right here over the belt housing, and this guy right here. This is over like the 3rd rib. I noticed that when I just had the 2 mounts on it, the 2 normal mounts you would have, that the transmission would move around a little bit. No matter how tight I had it, it would just always flex a little bit. And also the front mounting plate here would try to come loose after a good day of running it. So I went ahead and added those 2 straps. They make a huge amount of difference. I can't speak to how much difference they make. I haven't had to tighten it. There's no twisting in the transmission as there was before. Even with these huge mounts that I have on it, the transmission is just stuck in one place. I think they're, if you're gonna run like a street rod or a VW Beetle or a bus, they're not really needed. But if you're running a sandrail, I think they're definitely needed with all the bouncing and speed and high RPMs we're putting out all the time on them. So I think they're needed. Last weekend I was out in it and I had an issue with this battery cage. The gentleman before me, and you can probably see the zip ties are still on it, he had this box mounted, let's see if I can do it this way, mounted just barely on this one bar right here. So it was mounted just to the very edge. It broke, and I ruined the battery. I tore apart one of these battery cables. It didn't work. So what I did is, this thing's just made out of angle iron. I made it out of angle iron, or I refabbed the one they made out of angle iron rather. I welded it to this bar as well as this bar, or that guy right there. The difference here, let's see if I can get a better shot. The difference here, because I welded it, is I gave it some overhang, so the bar is about here. I gave this tray some overhang, and then I welded it on the top, coming this way, and I welded it on the bottom, going that way. So it's got 2 lines of weld. Additionally, it's got some weld here. I may come back in later and in here somewhere, run a support from here to here, just to give it a little extra support so it doesn't fall again. But it seems to be holding really well. I had it out today and it didn't have any issues, so testing so far has done well. I had to replace all the harnesses. I had to replace the shifting linkage. All those gauges are new. They all work. They're awesome. I didn't spend tons of money on them, so I'm proud about that. The brake lines are not the best. I'm going to just see if I can buy some steel brake line and rerun these. I really don't like how they're ran. They're just kind of bent in awkward shapes and just like kind of thrown all over the frame, so I really don't like that. The shifting pedal here, the CNC, it's really nice. I like it a lot. It came with the sandrail, so I didn't have to buy them because they're very expensive, but this one looks like it has a blown seal or maybe a little bit of a leaky seal on the clutch, so I'm going to see if I can get a rebuild kit for that. I'm hurrying along here because I'm running out of time, but the front end, I found some rust here, so I'm just cleaning all that up, but the front end, these tie rods, they're really loose. They wobble like crazy. Let me get that up. And then this one, on the driver's side, is bent. I apologize, my garage is really messy too, but it's bent. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that, but I don't like it. The ends are really bad. They're shot. They're just, they're shot. It's time to replace them. The ball joints are completely gone. So I'm just going to replace both of them. I'm just working on getting this paint off, getting it all clean. So when the new ones come in, I can just mount them. But yeah, so what I'll do is I'll keep taking videos of this thing. This was just an update video, or video number 1, I guess you'd say, on what's been done so far. I'll be taking update videos along the way, and showing you guys how to do something, showing mistakes I've made. Most likely I'll make a ton of them, but showing you how to fix those mistakes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. If you like this, just rate it, subscribe if you have any recommendations or any places you think I could do a little better, get some better parts. A lot of the steel on this is expensive, but you can find it for cheap. There's not too much steel you have to work with if you get a frame like this. It's pretty much already done for you. You just have to get the components to fit, which is the most difficult part sometimes. So yeah, but I'll be updating this along the way. If you guys have any other questions, just hit them up on the YouTube channel. I'll put this on. I'll do my best to answer them. I'm not a pro at this at all. This is the first one I've ever had, first VW engine I've ever had. So like I said, there's probably gonna be a lot of mistakes. However, rate, comment, and subscribe, guys. Thank you.